Well, I was really pleased and proud of our team tonight. The way we bounced back after the Philly game, I think it showed a lot. We got off to a good start, played pretty consistently throughout offensively, defensively. Washington got it going in the second quarter. That was disappointing, but again, coming off the loss to Philly, it was a great bounce back win.
It's always been a game of runs, but that was kind of weird. You're up 17, they cut it to 2, take a 1-point lead, and then before you know it, 23-1, you're back up to 20. Yeah,
it's I think when you have two teams who can put points on the board, that's always a possibility. I thought our ball movement in the third quarter was really good. We got a rhythm shooting the ball. They missed some jumpers, and we were able to keep the flow going on the offensive end. In the second quarter is almost the same thing for them. They pushed the tempo. We kind of stalled a little bit on the offense, and they were able to take advantage.
What was the key to containing Wall? I mean, he didn't have a very good shooting night, but you always have to be careful with him.
Well, I don't know. He got, he missed some shots that I think that he can make. When you're playing against an all-star caliber player like him, you work as hard as you can. You try and contain his penetrations, hope he misses some jumpers, and I think that's what happened.
Is anything different with CJ, or you just finally hitting those shots?
I thought he was hitting the shots. I thought CJ played the way he normally plays. He felt. It looked like he had a good rhythm with his shot. Spot up threes, getting to mid range. I thought it was a game that we've seen before.
The way the team responded to the loss in Philly, what does that say about this group of guys?
Pretty much what we've been saying all year. They're high character guys. They're very competitive. They bounce back. They're pretty resilient, and I think they were anxious to get back on the court and play tonight. And I've always been pretty proud of how we've competed, and I think we saw that tonight.
Was up most of the game by a large margin with rebounding. How important is that in the context of slowing down that fast break with Wall? Obviously, if they don't have the ball, part of it.
Well, defensive rebounding, if you're speaking of defensive rebounding, that's you have to finish it with the rebound. I wouldn't say they're necessarily a great offensive rebounding team, but at the defensive end, you got to rebound the ball. I thought one thing that we really did well was get back in transition. With the way they pushed the ball, they continued to push the ball. I thought our alertness and focus in getting back in transition, not just guards, but everybody, kind of eliminated some of those easy points that they're good at getting.
What do you think of Mason's game tonight? Particularly, Gortat was able to get off early, but then it seemed like Mason kind of settled himself and was really able to have a nice game.
Mason just plays so hard, and the beginning of the third quarter, and in the first half too. But he was making good decisions. They were trying to trap Damian and CJ on pick and rolls. I thought our guards did a good job of getting it to him, and then he was making good reads, either to take it to the basket or swing it to the weak side. And he just, like I said, he plays hard. He runs the court hard, and he's just. Offensively, he creates a lot of problems because he's able to do different things.
Good to see you guys shoot over 60 from 3. I mean, that was pretty impressive.
Over 60?
60%.
Well, 54, but I wish it were 60.
Well, it was 60 most of the game.
Well, when you shoot that well, you're going to be in most games, and there's an ebb and flow throughout the season as far as your shooting, and we didn't shoot the ball well in Philly, and it came back tonight, but. It's good to see Myers have a lot of confidence shooting the ball tonight. I think the fact that he made some opened up the court for our penetrators and our ball handlers. But we have a few good 3-point shooters, and seemed like they were all shooting them well tonight.